Skem, Time Will Tell, produced by Young Taylor. I recognize Young Taylor. I think I've used a beat from Young Taylor before myself. Taylor about the fucking flex, if it's that producer anyway. Typically does beats with hooks as well, so I don't know if this song does or doesn't. I don't think I've heard of Skem either, so yeah. Sometimes I feel just like I do. That's a nice beat. Like it's me against the world, even when I've got you. So I try to hide the big chip on my shoulder. That only time will heal. Okay, just but I know he's about to spit, but Young Taylor, that is a hard beat. This is what I call YouTube music, and what I mean by that is there was an era, I'd say, let's say about 5, 6, 7 years ago, where songs like this were really popular, where especially American artists would take beats like this with these pre-made hooks from the producers, like these sampled hooks, and you know, they would just spit the verses, and they were very well put together songs. But the only criticism is that anyone could do it. You know, anyone could take a beat off of YouTube and, you know, lay their verses down and it sound like a commercial track because of how well made the beat was and the hooks with it. So it's interesting to see a track like this. I ain't heard a track like this in a long while. I personally still enjoy them, but I understand why some people have criticism for tracks like this, just because they're like, well, this is not original and it's not made themselves and rah, rah, rah. But if you're gonna do it, at least pick a dope beat and hook. And he's done that. So either way, Skem, let's go.
It's 4 in the morning, I still can't get to sleep. If time heals scars, then why am I left to bleed? All that stress from the past started affecting my dreams, and I keep thinking if those things never happen, would I be me? She don't like to see me like this, I won't hate if she leaves. I won't blame her, she's been patient for the way that it's been. Cause lately I turn into something I don't wanna be. All this stress gets to my head, that's why you barely see me speak. I stay cautious cause this shit is really not what it seems. The only time I see my mates is when they're copping some weed. So when they come around, I'm acting like I'm off in a dream. I don't wanna be another number locked by police. I hit the legs before they're getting what I got in my jeans. My 6th defense, if I get caught, that's why I'm hopping the creek. I skip the fence and twist my ankle, but I'm not gonna freeze. I tell myself I'm gonna quit, then only stop for the week.
His lyricism's so good. The flow is nice, but the flow is, I don't know if it's just me. Let me listen to it again. I feel like he's rushing a few of his syllables just that tiny bit too early. And I think that's what he's trying to do. But
they come around, I'm acting like I'm off in a dream. I don't want to be another number locked by police. I hit the legs before they're getting what I got in my jeans. My 6th defense, if I get caught, that's why I'm hopping the creek. I skip the fence and twist my ankle, but I'm not going to freeze. I tell myself I'm going to quit, then only stop for the week.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do. For me, it's literally like to the point like of a 16th. Like he's just a tiny bit too quick for my liking, especially because of the pacing of the beat. Obviously, it's quite a slow dun 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 dun, and then he's kind of just a little bit more rapid with it. So maybe that's where the contrast happens. But I still like it. Sometimes I feel just like I do. This is such a dope hook, though. The visuals are cute.
I need someone by my side to help me get through all this madness. My auntie died last week and I still don't know what happened. I call them when they need it, but they never phone me back quick. I've been feeling guilty for a bunch of shit my dad did. I'll probably hold this weight on my shoulders until my...
I've been feeling guilty for a bunch of shit that my dad did. Bro, you're not alone. There's plenty of men that feel like that, innit? So that's a bar that's gonna hit deep for some.
Be back quick. I've been feeling guilty for a bunch of shit my dad did. I'll probably hold this weight on my shoulders until my back twists. We could never get a house, got stuck up on that blacklist. Leave my flat with nothing and won't be back till the bags flip. Dreams of waking up in jail with sweat up on my mattress. I don't wanna have to live my life like this. I'm slowly losing who I am and I can't find my grip. I'm as stubborn as they come, but I still try to forgive. I never asked them for some help and now I'm likely to slip. She got my head filled with lies and I don't like that shit. I don't wanna end my life if I can't trust that chick. But at the same time I'm lonely and I love that bitch. Even when she's playing games I still run back quick.
Oh my god.
And I don't like that shit. I don't want to end my life if I can't trust that chick. But at the same time I'm lonely and I love that bitch. Even when she's playing games I still run back quick.
Even though I'm lonely, so I love that bitch. Even when she played games, man, I run back quick. Bro, that is such a fucking bar.
She got my head filled with lies and I don't like that shit. I don't want her in my life if I can't trust that chick. But at the same time, I'm lonely and I love that bitch. Even when she's playing games, I still run back quick.
Bars! Ah! Cashin'.
Like it's me against the world, even when I've got you.
Woo!
So I try to hide the big chip on my shoulder.
Hey, hey.
Then time will heal.
I'm tempted to hop on a remix of this thing, like. Skem, if you want a remix, man, just hit me up, innit? I'm just saying. It's the first time hearing Skem, and so, you know, first impressions are very, very important. And for me, he's laid down a very, very solid first impression. The only tiny bit of criticism I would have is that flow. And I don't even think it's bad. I think it's just me expecting something different, and it's not where it wasn't what I expected. It kind of just threw me off a little bit. Again, it would be nice to hear him on other songs as well and compare it and just see if this was something different that he was doing, if that's what he does on a regular. And maybe over time and hearing more of his work will help me understand what he's really trying to go for. There's a small chance, a very small chance, that he actually written these bars to a different instrumental and then heard this one and then laid them down on this. Hence why it just sits in the pocket just that tiny little bit different. Maybe that's what I'm hearing. But I could be completely wrong and I could be chatting shit. But let's ignore that for a second. This is a very well put together track. And I know that's easy to say because, as I said at the start, you know, it's going to be well put together for the simple fact of, well, it's a YouTube beat with hook. You know, so it's going to be, especially with that hook. But he delivers exactly what the song needs, you know. What tracks and beats like this allow you to do is just really focus on your verse alone. And it kind of just sets the inspiration for you. It sets what the sound's going to be like. It gives you kind of that trigger, that... I'm thinking a word right now, but it gives you that stimulus basically for what you're going to talk about and how you're going to go about it. And so where that leaves you to be super focused on your verses, it allows you to just bar the fuck out with a topic. And Skem's only gone and done that one. For me, when you do personal tracks like this, an important, very, very important feature is to have very strong punchlines and very, very solid quotables. And he has a few here. How he ends that second verse is absolutely insane. So yeah, shout out to you, bro. Like, honestly, you absolutely killed this. And I'm genuine. Like, if man wants a remix, I'll do a verse for a remix. I don't care, you know, like that. And if not, then I'm just going to appreciate it for what it is. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Feel free to follow me on socials and keep me updated with all new music that's coming out. My track with Greesy and a few other features are down in the description below. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you, man, later.